Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost and today we're going to be checking out some patch notes. That's right. It's the November update. So I got a quick one for you guys. Well, I don't know if it'll be a quick one. It might take some time to read everything in the patch notes, but I definitely got a video for you guys today nonetheless. So there you go. Now, I do know that there hasn't been a whole lot of videos lately for Legends. That is mainly because I've just not been enjoying the game as much lately, and I've been taking my own time to do other things, but yeah, patch notes is patch notes, man, and I'm always looking forwards to covering this kind of stuff here. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the November update, all in black. So the maintenance times for Xbox and PlayStation are both from November 6th at 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock a.m. Central and 7 o'clock through 10 a.m. UTC for both consoles. Update size for the Xbox One S and X is 3,900 megabytes, and the Xbox Series S and X is around 4,000 megabytes. For the PS4, 4,000, PS5, 700. For iOS and Android, they're both the same here, 1,000 to 1,300 megabytes. We'll go and check this video out maybe later. It's only 3 minutes long. First, I want to actually check out, just read everything, and then we'll come back and watch it. So the November update, all in black. Okay, so it looks like we got some Black Friday ships coming back. Black ships, Brawl seasons 12 through 14. Fleet battles, oh boy, there it is. We got this teased not too long ago, so I'm looking forward to that. We got balance changes, divine Regent campaign. Okay, for the I'm guessing that would be the Heisen. Holo Live calendar. Oh boy, more anime stuff. That's exactly what I want. And finally, a Zao Bureau project. Well, there you go. I think a lot of people have been asking for the Zao, so finally, Wargaming decided to say, huh. Well, it's about fucking time we add the Zao. So there you go. Part of my language. Anyway, let's go and read on. Black Friday is upon us. Before plunging in, use the code right here to get 5 times Shadow and 2 Pirate camouflages. As usual, here's a quick rundown of what we're bringing this time for those who aren't big fans of reading the patch notes in full. Black Friday ships, new ships and discounts, Fleet battles, inaugural season. Pardon me, I can't read today. Divine Regents campaign featuring the Heisen, Hololive production calendar. 3 Brawl seasons, along with British alternate battleships in or battle cruisers. I think that's what they mean, right? In full access and more as usual. Black Friday ships and deals. So here we go. New black ships and sweet deals await. Well, we'll tell you more in a dedicated article in the coming days, but you can expect a variety of discounts and the arrival of this year's black ships, headlined by Turpits at the start of the update. So we're going to be getting a Turpits B. I think that's the one on the left. The one in the middle, it's definitely a Japanese destroyer, and the one on the right is definitely a French ship. It looks like the Dunkirk to me, so I think that's Dunkirk B. And this might be a Yugamo B, I don't know. Or it could be a Shima B. Oh god. Oh god. Please God, no. Or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that's definitely Dunkirk. That's definitely Turpits. So Dunkirk B would be pretty cool. Anyway, Hololive production calendar. Great. It's a calendar for anime shit. Oh, God. Are you feeling ready for a new calendar and the goodies that it will bring? Our 4-week plus 1 catch-up week Hololive production calendar will give you the opportunity to unlock free commander guises for 4 Hololive production talents. Shishira Botan, Muna Hashinova, Takanashi Kayara, and Watson Amelia are joining the Legends roster as commander guises. Who doesn't love underage anime titty girls? Very, yeah, sexualizing children. I don't mean to get too political here, but it's really not. Sexualizing children, it's never been my thing. And I just don't like any of this. This is why I'm always so pessimistic against anime stuff. It's just because of what it stands for. I've never liked anime. I never will like anime. Especially the kind of anime where it's just young, underage girls portrayed in sexualized outfits. Hot take there, but that's just my opinion. Y'all can think whatever you want to think. I'm not going to change how I want to think here. It's my channel. I'm going to talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about, and just anime things, not my stuff, man. I don't care. Divine Regent campaign. So we're going to be getting the tier 8 battleship, the Heisen. We talked about this not too long ago. I did do a video covering this that they teased in a little bit of a picture on their Facebooks and whatnot. So there you go. Heisen is here. This huge Japanese tier 8 premium battleship with hard-hitting guns is the ultimate reward of the Divine Regent campaign, which follows the classic format of 100 milestones over 5 weeks of missions with the catch-up mechanic enabled. Here's a look at all the campaign rewards with and without Admiralty backing. So, without Admiralty backing, you're going to get all this stuff, which is worth about 15,000 doubloons. And if you decide to spend the 10 buckaroonies on the Admiralty backing for 2,500 doubloons, you get all of this stuff. That's if you do every single Weekly Havoc every week. So there's Weekly Havoc 1 through 5 you got to do. And you get all these things here. Always recommend getting the Weekly Havocs. Every time I make a patch notes video, I'm always like this. I'm like, guys, the best bang for your buck is the Weekly Havocs. I always say it. And if you guys are willing to put in the time to do your weekly missions, your Weekly Havocs, to get your renown, to progress through the campaign, aka the Battle Pass, you get a lot of stuff. I mean, you get boosters, you get Global XP, Commander XP, credits, promotion orders, insignias, commendations, you name it, you get a lot of it. You get doubloons back. I mean, I'm not even a community contributor for Legends, and I feel like I promote their game more than a lot of their own CCs do. So, there you go. I always recommend it. Debut of the Fleet Battles. That's right. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh man, I'm excited for Fleet Battles. This is going to be fun, I think. It's going to be a bit more sweaty, I'm sure. It's going to probably be absolutely fucking crazy, pardon my language, because you're going to be fighting other teams that are going to be all coordinating. So it's going to be interesting. You guys can bet you I'll probably be doing a little bit of videos or something, maybe. Who knows when this stuff arrives on Monday. Anyways, let's read on. Fleet battles are here. You can compete against other fleets in 5-player divisions each Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday during the new update. We'll provide more info in a dedicated article next week. We've also changed the fleet enhancement system. Port of Steel now has additional 4th and 5th upgrade levels. Okay, interesting, cool. While all other enhancements have an additional 5th level. Okay, cool. The upgrade costs have been altered as well, and you will see a new daily wins for oil counter. Okay. Oil acquisition has slightly changed. You'll now receive 15 oil instead of 10 oil for each daily win. But you'll only receive 10 instead of 20 oil for each obtained crate. Okay, interesting. Meanwhile, trading rooms can now be password protected, meaning that you can be specific about who can join in your trading rooms. Absolutely fantastic, Wargaming. I'm glad they implemented this change. Awesome. So now we can put passwords on our trading rooms and essentially make them private. Awesome. Please note, this feature is not yet available in the mobile version of Legends. Not many people play mobile, so... But anyway, nonetheless, I'm sorry for those who have to deal with that, but it sucks to suck, I guess. Moving on, British alternative battleships in full access. We don't really need to get super deep into this, but you can research them. You can now purchase them without getting them through the early access containers. When this update drops, of course. Brawl, it's time to fight. 3 seasons await you, with tweaked rules for each, including the return of no torpedo destroyer fights. Okay, the first season for Tier 6 cruisers starts on November 20th, We'll take a detailed look at each Brawl season closer to this date. Mobile. There are some truly awesome rewards for mobile players this update. For upgrading from the slim to the full version of the client, the exclusive reward is American Tier 2 Premium Cruiser, the Charleston M. I'm guessing that means M as in mobile. So there you go, exclusive Tier 2 Premium American Light Cruiser, or Cruiser. Charleston. Charleston's a great little Tier 2. I actually quite like playing that here and there. I don't play it that much, obviously, because it's Tier 2, but when I do my premium supplies, I have to play a Tier 2, and sometimes I take out the Charleston, and it's the St. Louis class. It's kind of fun, so there you go. For 7 days of logging in, not necessarily in a row, the reward is German Tier 3 Premium Battleship Von der Tann. That's not available to the Xbox players or the PlayStation players yet, so there you go. Von der Tann. I don't know if it's going to be available for exclusively to mobile players, but it'd be cool if we got this for us Xbox and PlayStation players, because that is quite a historical ship there, I believe. Please note, we know a lot of you want to get your hands on her, so we'll be distributing this ship in upcoming updates to console players as well. Okay, so we will get her in the future. Cool. Cool. Yamato. So, the mobile version of Legends also now features specs and overview tabs for ships, as well as a redesigned interface for the battle type section. Okay, so you guys are going to be getting some more stuff. So, instead of loadout upgrades, you guys are also going to be getting a specs and overview tab. So, there you go. I'm sure a lot of you mobile players are going to be very glad about this stuff here. New ships of the update. So, here we go. First off, Japanese legendary tier cruiser, the Zhao. A lot of people have been asking for it. She's finally here. 20 fast long lance torpedoes. Oh boy. A high rate of fire. Oh boy. And a lot of damage. This legendary cruiser means business. You can gain access to her via a bureau project that will be available to pick up in the store from December 1st. Oh, so she's going to be locked behind a 30 million credit bureau project? Okay, fuck that then. Moving on, balance changes. This time, there are a lot. Schlieffen nerf. Shima nerf. What? It's about damn time Wargaming decided to nerf the fucking Shima and even the Schlieffen. Schlieffen, yeah. Okay, here we go. This is where things are going to get spicy, but we're going to have to read it later because we got to read that separately. So, we're going to read the rest of this. We'll come back to that. Then we'll watch the trailer, and then I'll give you guys my overall thoughts, which I pretty much have, I think. So, all platforms fixed a bug that caused firing sounds not to display with the pestilent Varg skin mounted. Never experienced it. I don't know. Console fixed instances of incorrect depiction of newly created training rooms. Okay. Mobile fixed an incorrect depiction of bureau projects in cases where, when there were not enough resources to acquire them. Other minor updates to the armor modules on the turrets for Elbing, Dunkirk, and Strasbourg. Ship traits changed and added. Several ships have had their ship overview traits updated with the new Big and Flammable trait. Congress, Alaska, Graf Spee, and Graf Spee B had their Big Guns trait replaced with Big and Flammable. Okay. Stalingrad had her Ferret for Piercing trait replaced with Big and Flammable. Doesn't the Stalingrad only have AP? So how does that make sense? Unless she's getting AP. Hold on a minute. We're going to have to read that frickin'... we're going to have to read the balance changes because that's weird. We're going to have to read on. Traits do not impact a ship's performance. They only describe aspects of the ship. Okay. For the balance changes made to some of these ships, please see the Ministry of Balance article. Yeah. I'm definitely going to be doing that. So, we've added the ability to create permanent historical camouflages. You can find the list of ships that can mount these camouflages in our Ministry of Balance article, as well as a list of balance changes. You can now melt craftable camouflages down to paint type 1, 2, 3, 4 camos, as well as the hunter camo. All now provide the same bonus to incoming fire dispersion and concealment. 4.5% for both characteristics. Okay. The campaign menu has been visually reworked, remodeled. The post-battle statistics screen appearance. Take a look for yourself. And choose your favorite content in this update and turn the tide. Okay, so definitely my favorite content so far is the freaking fleet battles and stuff. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and read the Ministry of Balance stuff here. I do definitely want to check this out. So, Ministry of Balance reports a flurry of changes. This update brings a ton of balance changes to some favorites at high tiers and in the feedback channels alike. Monarch gets her Hull B. Okay. Stalingrad's rear turret firing angles have been improved, and many historical camos are now craftable. Sick. We'll go tier by tier this update. We're focusing on the top tiers with nerfs and buffs to several ships. Oh boy, here we go. So the Schlieffen has received a nerf. German science is the world's finest. Haha. Yeah, okay. I think America's science is the world's finest, but that's just my opinion. Let's move on. Schlieffen has extremely high burst damage and significantly early game impact in battle. We're reducing the damage output of this ship so that there is more time to react against her in battle. You know, I agree. I can't count how many times I've seen people just do stupid things in Schlieffen. I think it deserves a nerf. That's just my opinion. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about Schlieffen. Nothing but good things. And, you know, it sounds a little busted, not gonna lie. Main battery reload time has been increased from 30 seconds to 32 seconds. Secondary battery 150mm gun reload time has been increased from 8 to 10.2 seconds. And the secondary 105mm gun reload time has been increased from 3.5 to 4.4 seconds. There you go. Stalingrad, the once and future king. Stalingrad has fallen from grace over the past couple of years, so we're applying some of the most popular improvements from your feedback to boost the ship back to her former glory. First and foremost, the rear turret firing angles for Stalingrad have been improved to allow for firing from extreme angles at long distance targets. Okay, there you go. Main battery AP shell damage has been increased from 8,000 to 8,800. That's a pretty significant increase. That's almost 1,000 extra damage on your armor piercing. There you go. And addition, now here's a big one. Addition, main battery HE shells. She's getting HE. Oh boy, so there you go. That would explain the specs change or whatever, or the overview change. Big and flammable. So there you go. She's getting HE shells, so that's about time. I think she has HE on PC, so now people, if you're wanting to pick up a stupidly expensive 2 million global XP ship, now's your time to do it, Stalingrad. Because this thing's getting some buffs, it's getting some love. Damage, so the 4,500 damage, 33% fire chance with a 51mm of penetration. That's disgusting. Holy shit. Moving on, the HP distribution has been changed. Bow HP, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read into that. This seems a little unnecessary. Alaska has been greatly overshadowed by other legendary tier cruisers, so we're enhancing her capabilities across the board. Main battery firing range has been increased from 16 to 16.15 kilometers. Okay, cool. Not really much of an increase there. Not too much, but hey, there you go. Main battery has been reduced. Oh boy. From 20 to 18. Oh man, that's dirty. I might have to play Alaska again. I love Alaska, so I don't mind it. When I play Legendary tier, which I don't do a lot of L tier, but when I do like playing the Alaska. And, well, that is something. The 2-second shaved off the reload's pretty nice. Fire duration has been increased from 30 to 45 seconds. It makes sense because the Alaska is basically a battleship, so it kind of makes sense, so I can understand that. 15 seconds added onto the fire duration's okay. Hull HP and HP distribution has been improved, so the ship HP has been increased from 54,720 hit points to 60,800. That's pretty significant, so there you go. The sonar consumable has been improved. Duration increased from 96 to 100 seconds, so 4 seconds extra on the duration. Okay. Sonar ship detection has been increased from 4.4 to 4.9. That's pretty significant as well. And the sonar torpedo detection has been increased from 3.1 to 3.4. Not too significant. Now, here's another big thing here. Shima has been nerfed. I can't believe that's coming out of my mouth. Shima has been nerfed. Let's see how significant it is. Let's see what Wargaming says. Easily the most popular legendary tier destroyer. You don't say. Shimakaze also has a significant impact in battle. A significant impact in battle? I don't know, man. Seems pretty, a little more than significant. So we're making her easier to spot and counter by reducing her concealment abilities. Oh, she's getting a concealment nerf. Fuck you, Shimas. Fuck you. That is met with pure hatred. Fuck you all. That's all I gotta say. All you Shima players out there, this is what you get. Okay? So it's what you get. That's all I'm gonna say. So detectability range by sea has been increased from 6.7 to 6.9. That's a 0.2 increase. Not too significant. Detectability range by air has been increased from 3.35 to 3.5. And the detectability while firing in smoke has been increased from 2.5 to 2.6. So it's not a super significant nerf. The only really significant nerf here is that. The 0.2 kilometers extra of concealment. So I guess it's going to take some getting used to. I don't know if it really matters because most Shima players, either way, they don't care about their concealment. As long as they get it below 5.5 kilometers, it's usually fine. They just dish out all their torpedoes. That's the real fucking issue, is the torpedoes. But anyway, also not being able to see them is also pretty significant as well. But nonetheless, let's move on. We've been going on for 21 minutes. We got to quickly get through this stuff. We don't want this video to go on forever. So Tier 8, Hyzen. During the testing of Hyzen, we found that she needed some additional help to stand out at Tier 8. So we're increasing her offensive capabilities. So her main battery reload time has been reduced from 36 to 33.5. That's significant. That's pretty good. So I'll take that. I can't wait to play her now. Her main battery range has been increased from 17.18 to 17.38 kilometers. Main battery shell grouping has been increased by 2.5% from 1.8 to 1.85. Ship speed, she's been increased by about 0.8 knots, 28.2 to 29 knots. Her ship detectability has been reduced from 15.84 to 15.51 kilometers. Her detectability range by air has been reduced from 12.67 to 12.47, and her detectability while firing in smoke has been reduced from 15.4 to 15.15. Prince Ruprecht, she's been nerfed. Like Schlieffen, Prince Ruprecht has exceptional burst damage potential and battle impact, so we're toning her down. Her secondary damage output. Secondary 150 millimeter gun reload time has been increased from 8.2 to 8.5, and her secondary on her 105 millimeter guns has been increased from 3.5 to 4 seconds. Moving on, St. Louis. St. Louis is fairly unpopular. You don't say. I never see St. Louis's. So, as she didn't feel like an upgrade over Charles Martel, we're increasing her damage output to give her greater persistence in battle. Stock main battery reload time has been reduced from 11.5 to 10 seconds. Okay. And her upgraded main battery reload time has been reduced from 10 to 8.5. That's pretty significant. There you go. Neptune has also gotten a buff. Her main battery reload time has been reduced from 5 seconds to 4.5 seconds. That's a 0.5 half a second reduction in her reload. Pretty good. Detectability range by sea reduced from 12.36 to 12.05. Detectability range by air reduced from 7.42 to 7.23. And her detectability while firing in smoke has been reduced from 5.99 to 5.76. And finally, the Alan M. Sumner's getting a nerf. Yeah, I think it deserved a nerf. I'm not going to lie. Like, in a lot of cases, the Alan Sumner, the Sumner was just outperforming the gearing, which it shouldn't do. So I'm glad the Sumner's getting a nerf. It deserved one. So no American bias here. I do think she did freaking need a nerf because there's no way. Like, she's a tier 8 destroyer and she was outperforming the freaking legendary destroyer, the gearing. So anyway, her Her upgraded main battery reload time has been increased from 3 to 3.5 seconds. Her upgraded torpedo range has been reduced. That's very significant. Reduced from 16.5 to 12 kilometers. It's not like you're going to hit anything out to 16.5 kilometers anyway, but still, that's almost 4 kilometers off your torpedo range there. Detectability range by sea has been increased from 7.04 to 7.12. Her detectability range by air has been increased from 3.52 to 3.56, and her detectability range while firing in smoke has been increased from 2.62 to 2.65. And finally, the Kitakaze is getting a buff. Her main battery reload time has been reduced from 3.3 to 2.8, and her main battery HE shell penetration has been increased from 20 to 30 millimeters of penetration armor there. And finally, for Tier 7, there's a lot of balance changes. Holy fucking shit. Wargaming. Goddamn. And lots of camos, too, it looks like. So, okay, let's go back up. Let's finish off here with the Tier 7s, and I think that's mostly it here. So, Kansas. Monarch, actually, first. So, this is actually going to be a half an hour long video. I do apologize. If you guys have made it this far in, if you guys are still here, hit the like button. It does help out. I got to put out these videos, and the least you guys can do if you are enjoying the content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think of these changes, because there's a lot of balance changes this update. It's crazy. Anyway, let's keep reading here. So Monarch is getting a buff, it looks like. Her ship HP has been increased from 53,900 to 60,500. That is very significant. So a lot of you British battleship players are probably going to enjoy that, especially those who own the Monarch. The rudder shift time has been reduced from 21 seconds to 15 seconds. That's also very significant as well. Her fire resistance multiplier improved from 0... Okay, I'm not even going to bother reading that. And her anti-aircraft firepower has been improved, and she also received some minor visual changes as well. Now, the Kansas received a nerf. Interesting. Doesn't look like that much of a significant nerf, but looks significant enough. I mean, they nerfed her, so that tells me she's been performing pretty well. Kansas is a fucking great ship. Don't listen to anybody. I've made plenty of videos on the Kansas. The first game I had in Kansas, 180,000. Okay, almost 200K in the Kansas on my very first game. Keep in mind, it wasn't even a fully upgraded Kansas. That video was actually featured on the channel, so love the Kansas. So she's getting a main battery AP shell damage nerf from 12,400 to 11,500. That is pretty significant. And her main battery reload has been increased from 34 to 35 seconds. So I think she was deserved a nerf a little bit. She's a pretty powerful battleship. Moving on, the Charles Martel, like St. Louis, we're improving the damage output of the Charles Martel to improve. We're standing at Tier 7. Don't see a lot of Charles Martels out there, so it makes sense. And I'm sure Zarkun is appreciating this buff as well, because Zarkun absolutely loves the Charles Martel. I'm sure he's going to love this buff here. So the stock main battery reload has been reduced from 12 to 11. Funny. And her upgraded main battery reload time has been reduced from 10 to 9.5 seconds. That's very significant right there. And the San Diego is getting a buff. Thank God. This ship was in dire need of a buff. I've been preaching it since it came out. I made 2 videos on it. I made lots of feedback posts about it in their Discord. They're buffing it. Wargaming is actually, I don't think I like to say this, but they're listening. Wargaming so far is nerfing things and buffing things that really need nerfed and buffed. Shimikaze's been nerfed, finally. It's not that much of a significant nerf, but it's something. And they're buffing San Diego. I've been saying this forever. San Diego needs a buff. It could be so much better. So I'm definitely looking forwards to it. I got the San Diego. I just don't play it that much because it's utter trash compared to her Tier 7 counterparts. I have plenty of other better Tier 7s to play than the San Diego, so maybe this buff here might make me want to play it more. So her ship HP has been increased from 27,900 hit points to 35,500 hit points. Pretty significant. And overall her HP has been increased just everywhere, so there you go. Her main battery SAP shell damage has been increased from 1,800 to 2,300. That's exactly what I was talking about. Like in their Discord, I was like, increase the SAP damage. And they did exactly that. Mwah! Fantastic job, Wargaming. So far, I like this update. I'm just going to say it. I like this update a lot. So they're buffing ships and nerfing ships that I pretty much agree with on all of it. Her main battery reload time has been increased from 5.5 to 6 seconds. You're getting a pretty significant increase in DPM here with the damage on the SAP, so I can understand that minor half a second reload nerf. And her main battery reload duration has been increased from 15 to 16 seconds, so you get an extra second on your main battery reload booster duration there. Very, very good. So far, I like this buff. I actually cannot wait to play this ship here in San Diego when the update goes live on Monday, so I'm really looking forward to it. The Megami has also received a buff. Her main battery HE shell damage has been increased from 3,300 to 3,400, and her main battery reload time has been decreased from 15 to 14 seconds. Very good change right there. And Riga. Riga has always been an oddball. You don't say Wargaming. I mean, Riga has been utter shit. Sorry, that's the only way I know how to put it. I played Riga, and I hated it. I hated it. So, here you go. Main battery shell grouping has been increased by 2.5%, 1.8 to 1.85. Her main battery dispersion has been increased by 9%. That's pretty significant. Let's go ahead and see, though, if we're going to be able to see that change in battle. You know, we'll have to wait and see. And her stock main battery reload time has been reduced from 16.5 to 15.5 seconds. And finally, her upgraded main battery reload time has been reduced from 15.5 to 14.5 seconds. So yeah, definitely the Riga needed a buff. The Megami, you don't see many of them out there. I still see them out there, but you don't see many of them. So I can understand a lot of these buffs and nerfs here. I really can. These are fantastic changes, Wargaming. Nothing but praise here from me so far. And finally, secondary battery modification, 3 for cruisers. High-tier cruisers with the ability to mount a 4th slot modification is now have access to the secondary battery mod 3. Don't really know who the fuck is going to be running a secondary build on a cruiser, but that's just me. And we're also going to be getting a bunch of historical camos for Tier 4 ships, Koenig, Königsberg, and T-22, Tier 5 ships, Tier 6 ships, Tier 7 ships, Tier 8 ships, and Legendary Tier ships. Lots and lots and lots of things coming in the next update. These balance changes so far, to me, are pretty awesome. I don't see anything wrong here. I really don't. Lots of good changes here from Wargaming. So far, this update, I don't see a single thing wrong with this update. Not one thing. So I'm really looking forward to it. This update overall just seems like really solid. Black Friday ships, Brawl, Fleet Battles, balance changes. Lots of balance changes. I mean, holy shit balls. Lots of balance changes. Divine Regent campaign. It looks like a fun campaign, especially since she got a buff overall. Not too big into the Azerlane stuff. And, of course, the Zhao is coming. So there you go. I'm looking forward to it. Finally.
Hello, Captain.
Let's go ahead and watch their trailer over here on YouTube real quick to end the video off.
Hello, Captains! This update brings a wealth of exciting additions to the game. A new campaign, full access to the alternate Royal Navy battleships branch, a fresh bureau project, a new collaboration calendar, and lots of discounts. Stay tuned till the end to learn more, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any future news. The flagship reward of the new Divine Regent campaign is the Japanese Tier 8 premium battleship Heisen. For those who adore
So it's the Heisen, not the Heisen, the Heisen. Okay, you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it the Heisen still. Heisen sounds better to my ears, so.
For colossal guns and massive salvos, this is your chance to add this impressive vessel to your port. Notably, the interface of the campaign menu has been upgraded.
That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I don't mind it. It looks simple. It's not overly done, so I'd say that looks pretty good.
For your convenience, keep an eye out for the Black Friday crate, which can be obtained.
Those crates look pretty cool.
Obtained for free as one of many.
And look at that, Dunkirk B. So yeah, Black Friday stuff as well. Looking forward to it. If I might actually spend a few buckaroonies this update on some Black Friday crates. Who knows? Who knows?
Campaign rewards. Speaking of Black Friday, don't miss the new lineup of black ships prepared for this update. Tirpitz, Dunkirk, Asashio, and Napoli.
Asashio B, and did I just hear Napoli? Oh, I don't want to sound too negative, so I'm just not going to. I want to end this video on a high note. Wargaming, if you're watching this, stop adding tech tree and legendary ships as bureau projects or as Black Friday premium ships. I just don't like that idea. personally. I think Tech Tree and Bureau ships should just stay their own thing, and premium ships should just stay their own thing. Black Friday ships are premium ships. I don't like it, so that's all I'm going to say.
Get yourself a new ship and elegant black look at the store.
I will say, though, the black camouflages are, oh my god. For their Black Friday ships, they are some of the fucking sexiest looking camouflages in the entire game. Art department for Wargaming literally carries this game. Without the art department, this game would not be where it is today. The way the game looks, the way the game feels, the aesthetic. Yeah, the art department carries Wargaming, that's for sure.
Update is filled with enticing deals and discounts, Captains, so be sure not to miss out on any of them.
So, was that a skin I saw?
It's filled with enticing deals and discounts, Captains, so be sure.
So it's a Napoli skin, or is it a ship? I'm confused. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, if they're giving a full-blown Napoli as a Black Friday ship, I don't agree with that. I think the Napoli should not be something you pay for. It should be just standard in the bureau. Should not be a thing you can get out of a crate. That's just my opinion, though.
Sure not to miss out on any of them. Stay tuned and subscribe to the channel to ensure you don't miss our special Black Friday video, which will have some special bonuses hidden within it.
Special bonuses hidden within a video? Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that, because I want to get some free stuff, potentially. We'll have to wait and see.
The illustrious UK battleships line is now fully accessible. The Royal Navy welcomes a nice addition to its lineup in World of Warships Legends with a choice of 5 formidable ships. Apart from the Tiger, Renown, Rook, and Hawk, you might have already tried in early access, you can now command the mighty Duncan with her powerful guns. All these ships come equipped with a new torpedo targeting system to improve the firing arcs of your torpedoes. This update offers a great opportunity as all Tier 8 Tech Tree ships are available at a discounted rate, making it the perfect...
Even with this discount, I'm not going to buy any Tier 8s this update, most likely, because I just don't give a shit about Tier 8 at the moment. I'm still trying to grind out all the other lines. That's just me. But for those who need to get some Tier 8s, well, next update's going to be your time to do it.
Time to unlock them. Continuing with more exciting news about Japanese ships in World of Warships Legends, the legendary cruiser Zhao makes her debut through the dedicated Bureau project.
Dun, dun, dun.
As the pinnacle of Japanese heavy cruisers, this vessel is armed with rapid torpedoes, exceptional 8-inch guns, high speed, all-in-one stealthy package. Her Bureau project becomes available in the store starting December 1st.
Ooh, December.
For
damn.
all captains currently in a fleet, we've got big news. This update introduces the inaugural season of Fleet
Here we
Battles.
go.
Dive into 5 versus 5 division battles alongside your clan commander, and finally determine whose fleet reigns supreme on the high seas of World of Warships Legend.
You know, I'll just say it real quick. Yes, I'm looking forward to fleet battles, but there's going to be some fucking crazy shit that's going to happen in fleet battles, okay? I can guarantee you there's going to be RNG like no other in fleet battles, just like there is in standard battles, and there's going to be some fights that are going to be won because of luck, and it's going to piss me off, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get pissed off because a fleet wins a game because they get better RNG. Cannot wait for that. It's going to be very, well, it's going to be heated. It's going to be heated.
Be sure to check all the details in the patch notes and go all out. For those who've missed Brawl Mode, you're just in time. 3 new seasons are set to explode.
Look at those rewards.
Missed Brawl Mode, you're just in time. 3
Those rewards are actually fucking dog shit. Oh god, they're fucking horrible. Part of my cough. Yeah, I'm still sick, guys. Like, I feel fine, but like, my throat and shit just... It has not been good. I might have to go to the doctor's office. But anyway, we're not talking about my health today. We're just talking about the game. But yeah, these rewards are dog shit. The Brawl Season 12, main battery increased, damage, main caliber guns reload quicker, ships move faster, but okay, so it's like the shotgun cruiser mode. Alright, I remember this. Cool, whatever.
new seasons are set.
I will say, though, Brawl is more like for fun, okay? So the rewards, I can understand it. You're going to be... Brawl is like you play a few battles, you're done with it. So, yeah, I don't know.
To explode onto the scene.
But hey, I don't mind playing a little bit of Brawl just for the shits and giggles. That's what it's for, really, so...
featuring battles with ships of Tier 6 and 7. Check the patch notes to ensure you don't miss the start of the action. The new calendar has arrived.
All right, we're skipping this. You guys can watch it if you want, but I'm not featuring it. Nope.
But that's not all you'll find in this update. We've implemented balance changes, added historical camos to be available for craft.
You know, the historical camos in the game are some of the finest looking camos also. Because the art department, like I said, just carries the game. So, very interesting.
And lined up some...
And look at that, coupon set. Get some coupons for Tier 5 ships. Okay.
enticing freebies and deals for you to...
Tier 6 ships and Tier 7 ships. Is that just for premiums, or is that for... Can that also be for tech trees? I don't know.
Dive into. Remember to watch the comprehensive guide for this year's Black Friday deals in the upcoming video. Read through the patch notes, and always remember to turn the tide.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So that's it. That's the patch notes. This video is long today, but this is a fucking great update. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. We got some brawls. We got some British battle cruisers going into full access. And we also got fleet battles. So it looks like it could be pretty fun. It could be pretty fun, man. So overall, I don't think there's really anything bad with this update. It looks pretty good. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of you guys that might be a little ticked off with some of the nerfs or buffs, but that's for you guys to decide and talk about in the comments. Keep things civil, party people. You guys know how it is here. Keep things civil. Don't be an asshole. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. Looks like a great update, so excuse me. We're just going to have to wait and see what it's like when it comes out on the what is it? So it's going to be on the 6th. So on Monday, November 6th, that's when the update drops. So nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's gonna go ahead and do it for today's video. I hope you all did enjoy it. Bit of a longer one today, 42 minutes and going and counting. So there you go. But nonetheless, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy. As always. Woo! Big update coming. Looking forward to it.